Now, finally coming on to the management of the snake bite. It is very important to immobilize the individual to begin with. The more the activity, the more are the chances of the spread of the venom through the circulation. So it is the arterial circulation as well as the lymphatic circulation through which the venom is spread to the body. So it is very important to immobilize the individual immediately, especially the part which has been bit upon. Secondly, we have to apply the tourniquet, and obviously this tourniquet can only be applied on the limbs, not on the body, trunk, and on the face or the head. And thirdly, we have to introduce the anti-venom therapy as an antidote to snake venom. What is a tourniquet and how is it applied? Application of a tourniquet is only possible when the bite is on the limbs. If the bite is on the face, neck or trunk, firm pressure over the bitten area may be applied. An application of a tourniquet, it should be applied 5 cm proximal to the bite. It should be tight enough to exclude the venous circulation and the lymphatic flow. However, it should not impede the arterial circulation and the deep venous flow. So the target of the application and the reason and the motive for applying a tourniquet is to reduce the venous circulation and reduce the venous flow. But it should not be that tight that it is going to impede or block the arterial flow or the deep venous flow. And then again, an additional tourniquet at a distance of 5 cm proximal to the first one is desirable. It should be released for 1 minute every half an hour or for 30 seconds every 15 minutes to allow escape of small quantity of toxin to the general circulation where it is destroyed by the immune system of the body itself. And the tourniquet should be applied for about only 2 hours, not more than that, because a longer use can lead to aggravation of tissue damage. Now, special instructions for the tourniquet is, as we already said, like what is a tourniquet? It is a constriction band that is not a true tourniquet. It's a broad, firm, constrictive wrap. It's an elastic band placed over the bitten area and encircling the entire immobilized limb. That will slow the systemic absorption of the venom and improve the outcome of the neurotoxic envenomations, especially in case of alapet bite. Now, thirdly, last part of the management is the anti-venom therapy. Now, there are either specific or polyvalent anti-venom therapies available. Specific anti-venom is prepared by hyperimmunizing horses against the venom of a specific snake. However, polyvalent anti-venom therapy, it is prepared by hyperimmunizing horses against the venoms of 4 common snakes: cobra, common krait, Russell viper, and saw-scaled viper. Usually, the snake cannot be located, the snake cannot be seen, the snake cannot be killed, so it's very difficult to tell that whether it was a alapet, cobra, or a viper. And other than that, if there is no ocean around, no sea around that area where the person is living, and the indigenous area does not have any sort of aquatic regions, so sea snake is counted out. So the polyvalent antivenom is mostly prepared by the venom of these snakes. The adult dose, the total dose is about 60 ml, of which 1/3 is given either subcutaneously or around the bite if it is a viper bite, and 1/3 is given intramuscularly and 1/3 is given intravenously. The intravenous dose can be repeated anytime if collapse appears or every 6 hours till the symptoms disappear. And if the patient is sensitive to the serum, it is not that you're not going to give the antivenom therapy. It is mandatory to save the life of the individual. We have to do the desensitization, which is achieved by injecting multiple doses under cover of adrenaline, antihistamine, and corticosteroids. So we are going to give the cover of all these three things: adrenaline, antihistamine, and corticosteroids, and multiple small doses of antivenom are to be injected. Thank you.